first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Past the 20, 10, touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 65 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Down, choose the flag. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
You got it.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
6-man. Check curl.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they're going to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Let's go.
And that one results in 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's it, baby.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Yellow. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 31. Check 31. 15.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check.
A run for Nick Chubb, and an alley to run. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Nick Chubb, 35 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You better bring it.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Yellow. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
11 yards on the pickup there.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
2nd and 11 now. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka.
Nice hit, boy.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He don't want it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. NFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Championships, baby.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. It's caught. Jones. A great pickup there. 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Watch QB draw. Watch QB.
From the gun, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
First down and goal to go.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Murray now on first down. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the NFC has retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The AFC takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down and
And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
March 49. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 49 seconds.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards there and a first down.
Hey. Switch.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming into 6. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 38, Murray. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready? Go to base. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley.
Run.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Get ready.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Caught by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
I'm trying to collect.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 26. Here's Murray. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Use the mic. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
Easy. Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
Here I come again.
They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, guys start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he goes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
At the 36-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check your hot read.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.